seeing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Share the Love Sundays. We're so excited today because we're sitting down with Angela and Jeff from My Take from Home and Garden. Hi, Angela and Jeff.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
And I see that there's a lot of people already in the chat. Hi, Bastian. Thank you for coming. Hi, Kelly. Lockdown travelers. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And as always, if you have any questions for Angela and Jeff as we go along, just pop them in the
Hi,
chat.
Rog.
Oh, and
Sorry.
hi, Rog.
I meant to say hello to my husband.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
Yeah, and first question, can you just tell us a little bit about yourselves and why you started your channel?
Do you want to start? Or?
No, you go ahead.
We got together what would be considered, I guess, rather quickly. And it was so easy. We were just, instant friends. And we were married within under a year. And everything just clicked and worked. We had 4 children in 4 years, I think. And so everything,
crazy.
Moved along. But to really move along, why we started YouTube is the passion that we have for house and home and garden. It's always been there. We tell each other stories about when we were a little kid, and I got to feather this in. The reason I can do anything, what you see me do, my mother had to work, and we were raised by a single mom, most, in the later years. And I wanted to please her. So I started painting, decorating, moving the furniture around, trying to make her happy. So when she came home from work, that's how, honestly, this got started for me. So she gave me the time to get good. So I have to mention that.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is lovely.
Our
yes.
mums have a big influence on us, don't they?
Yes,
They do actually.
yes, they do.
Yeah. So what you guys, were your jobs connected with home or garden, or were your actual everyday jobs completely different?
Well, when we met, it wasn't like that. Like, he was a manager of hollow metal doors and windows and frames and this and that, and worked for a commercial outfit. And then for me, I've been in medical billing, so it's totally different than, what we're doing. But even me growing up, I loved beautiful homes and things and gardens, that kind of thing. I was inspired like early on. I would go to the garden center or this and that, even as a teenager, like with my friends, and I've always loved that kind of thing. So like when we got together, it was we loved the same things, but the channel really came about because we had watched a lot of other videos on YouTube, and nobody had the style or like how we collect that we could find that was, that we're seeing. I'm sure there's channels out there that are maybe more similar to ours, but we haven't seen them. So we thought, we could do this. We can show everybody how, we are. And I'm sure we could connect with other people. There's a lot of other people that collect and, like beautiful things. So, that's mainly what it was. And then, of course, it was another outlet for us to possibly make money in the future. And so that's, where it got started.
Yeah, don't forget that word future.
Yeah. Oh yes, very important.
Most of us that came here today knows about it, right, Bastian? Making money.
Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, you guys.
Yes, congratulations. We did notice how quickly your channel suddenly at one point shot up with the numbers of subscribers and views.
Yeah.
Why do you think that was? Can you attribute it to any particular thing?
Oh yeah, but it's not one thing. Do you want to talk, or I don't want to?
No, you go ahead.
I don't want to dominate, but there's several things that was really obvious. First of all, like we talked before we went on live, there's 2 of us. Now, Bastian and Yolanda know this too. It's a lot better when there's two people to go back and forth and help each other make this move. It's no joke. For the new folks that are coming up, you gotta live, eat, and sleep this
Yeah.
on top of your home, your kids, your job, and
right.
everything else, or it's not gonna happen unless you just fall into it. But even the big guys, like
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast,
Yeah.
5 years, he flopped and flipped around back and forth. He'll tell you. Now the guy's like,
Amazing, right? Yeah.
so I look at this, my favorite way to describe this is like the old Saturn V rockets in the 60s. Great big hulk of a thing, trying to get it off the ground and break gravity. That's what this is like to me.
Yeah.
We sit there hovering, okay, pouring all the fuel on into the thing, and just to watch it hover and vibrate, right?
That's a good analogy.
Raise up a foot at a time. And then a couple of things happen. Of course, there's no joke about this part either. We've had to invest. We bought a nice camera. Then we bought a second nice camera. We needed lighting. We had dark pockets in the house. And there's people out there, I don't have to tell you, you'll get the thumbs down and maybe a little more you don't want to mention from some real wonderful folks out there. Sarcasm.
Yeah. We hear you.
I
on
was a
that
little
one.
worried. I wonder what you were going to say then, Jeff.
Oh no. You don't
There's other
have
words.
to edit. Especially live, I wouldn't do it to you, right? But
Yeah.
so
Yes.
you have to stay ahead of them. And really you have to listen to some of them.
Yes.
So we needed lighting and on and on and on. So we've had to
improve our videos, but mainly the biggest thing on how our channel grew out of all of a sudden was, we know that home tours are big for decor channels, right? And I mean, people love it. Every season they go on and watch, and we see channels with 100,000, 200,000 views on their home tours.
Yeah.
So we started that right out of the gate. Our first video was our Christmas home tour. We didn't know anything about YouTube, Facebook groups, nothing, on how to, work with other people. So we already had 5,000 views on that video within a couple of weeks.
Wow.
So we thought, okay, we're going to give this a go. We're going to try, YouTube. But anyway, our fall home tour is up to, I think, 19,000 views now. And every day we get new subscribers in from it. It has been the biggest blessing, but it's taken us months to get it all down, to figure out how we're going to do this the best, how we're going to show things. We're real careful about lighting and keeping it interesting, keep it flowing. Don't talk too much, but talk a little, to draw people in. I mean, there's all those factors involved.
So back to the launch pad. This is my point where it was going, and that's wonderful help, because as a decor channel, there's only 3 big booster rockets available, if you will. Okay. Easter, spring, fall, and Christmas is everybody's biggest thing. Even if you don't like Christmas, you're going to be involved, because that's what makes the world go around, right? Especially, with retail and everything, probably restaurants, everything's lifted because of it. So it's huge for us. Now, we got through the first Christmas with an older archaic movie camera, and we thought, let's try it. It was really almost too late to put it on, so it wasn't really fair. But we tried it, and we had a good response.
Yeah.
So then we went for Easter, but we didn't really improve ourselves and know much more by that time either.
No.
But we got about 8,000 views. At the time, we were,
So we knew that was our opportunity to grab new people in. So we were real careful on how we did that. And just like we have our Christmas coming up, we'll be thinking that same way. How can we do this even better? How can we double up and make this even more fantastic for the, new season? So
we think when we watch other channels, we see that they disappear in the summer.
Right.
Even fill it in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I made sure we stayed on
the
that.
schedule, right? And keep producing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's so
I think-
important to keep the ball rolling, to keep
you?
producing new and interesting videos. Otherwise, your public just, moves
they're
on to
gonna
something
disappear.
else.
I think I would.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you guys, how would you explain what your style is? And moving on from that, how do you actually obtain the items that you need to create your unique style? Where do you go?
Well, you got to draw from all the resources that are available, starting with your own collections and your cabinets and so on. You know that if a lot of the folks have seen some of our videos. I think our Being My Take really shows everybody. If you watch that, you see what's involved
behind the scenes.
and it kind of I tried to explain, because there's so many people, and we don't worry about other people,
No.
but there's people that are, that's too much, or they're so opinionated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too busy. They don't like the busyness. And I get that, because it's not popular. It's not trendy to have a lot. It's more
trendy.
popular to be a minimalist, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
here we are. We're maximalists.
Yeah.
Somebody- I heard that term and we loved it.
We loved
I've
it.
never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Maximalist.
Yeah.
So-
you
I
can't-
like that though, because everyone's, like you say, everyone's doing this minimalist
thing,
thing,
yeah.
which, I can see the appeal of that as well, but you need like the opposition of that. You need to see
There you
something
go.
different, otherwise it just gets boring.
Right.
Yeah.
I've
I
never-
agree.
Never really worried about that. And you folks all, this. You do your own thing and you can't look behind you. We don't go through life with a rear view mirror and worry about what everybody else thinks. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to be yourselves and do what is your passion, and not try and copy somebody else's, because at the end of the day, it's not going to work, is it?
But-
Yeah, people are going to come to you because they like you, not because they like this other person. You're a bit like them. They want to see
Or
what
that-
you can do.
Or that style. And back to, you mentioned that. So simply, our style comes from the golden age and the mansions. Our taste has always been way above our budget.
That's true.
It's easily done. But with a passion there, you can maybe get a deal or a buy, and maybe you got to fix something that was broke, so you get it cheaper. You see a lot of DIYs doing that.
Yeah.
But
Restoring
we-
old things that they find in a skip
Oh,
or a
I love
dumpster.
watching
Yeah,
that.
things like that. Yes.
we both have a huge passion for antiques, but
Mhm.
the biggest thing is you have to be able to accept eclectic, I guess. But the main drive for me personally is the Italian Renaissance revival or Baroque
Oh,
style.
I
Nice.
love that. Yeah.
I mean,
Beautiful.
if you cut me, that will come out. You know what I mean? For some reason, I just love that era and style. Think about it. The art that poured out of that era.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Love that.
I know.
How do you beat it with a red dustpan and a broom leaning in the corner?
Yeah.
Some of the modern stuff they do today. Sorry, I can't.
I also add, we've always like the table settings and stuff that he does. He's always decorated a table to the tilt even before we did our channel. So it's just natural. It's not something he has to look at or research first. It just all comes out of here, which is amazing. But for me personally, I don't have that talent. I would have to watch a bunch of people's videos and put like everything. I'd be one that would be watching his video to learn how to do it. So, but that's something that we've always done because we like our families, come over or whatever, and it's nice, really nice.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about your videos actually, and it comes across so powerfully, is your passion, Jeff. It's just so it's so touching, like the little stories you tell, like where you found things, why this means something to you, why you like it. Even for someone who just doesn't know a lot about these things, can see your passion and your interest, and I think that's just wonderful to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, it's two huge things that go along with that. One is that, like Angela said, we've always done this and lived like this, but we'd be kind of bummed because we can't share it or nobody sees it. I mean, a handful, the older family, they're all gone.
Yeah.
People pass away. Only the kids and the grandkids, her folks. There's only a handful of people that see over the top that we do.
Yes.
So believe me, that made, you guys can probably relate, I'm sure, because you have a passion for what you're doing. You couldn't keep going,
Yeah.
And you wanna put it out there and share it. There's something that just drives you.
Exactly. And it's so exciting because it's always changing, and you wake up in the morning and you thought of something else and some other thing to do, and then it's really nice being creative because you in your actual everyday work, it's not always possible to do that.
No, and it's unobserved. It's almost unappreciated until now. So YouTube for us opened a huge bay door, if you will, to the whole world. The other thing that's striking to me is that we can talk like this and we can have friends all around the globe.
And there are friends in our chat from all around the globe, actually now, just watching now. I mean, from all corners. So where is everyone from?
God, you're testing me now. Should we say hi to everyone? I saw Tony's here from Three Way Theory. Hi, Tony. Thank you for coming. And Casey. Hi, Teacher Casey. Hi. Thank you for coming along. Lots of love for you guys in the chat. And Mason Adventures say, Maximalist, I love that. It's something that makes you stand out. And Bastian says, Jeff always does such an amazing job with the table setting, such an eye for detail and great storytelling too.
Yeah, perfect. So guys, where do you put everything once you've done a display and you've got to make room for the next? Where does it all go?
Well, I have to joke. That's what I was doing before we opened with you. Geez, I never thought that you had to answer people and talk to people. I got to be more, it's not like a two-way phone call. I got to be more aware of that. So I don't mean to dominate the airwaves here.
Oh, no, you're not at all. The worst thing for us would be to have guests that, we asked a question and there was a one-word answer.
You won't hear crickets. You might want to hit me with a cricket stick, but you won't hear crickets.
A cricket bat.
Okay.
Yeah, no, carry on. No, this is great.
But what I was saying is, like, I'm getting Christmas out now because we have to be ahead of everything. You guys understand.
Of course.
And our normal routine was the last trick-or-treater on Halloween night couldn't wait till he was gone. Here's your candy, kid. Shut the door so I can start Christmas, right? That's our normal. But now with YouTube, we're jacked up like 3 weeks. We have to be like almost 3 weeks ahead, and we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've already started pulling out Christmas and decorating for Christmas. It's crazy. Our kids are like, it's not even Halloween yet.
We have Christmas tables done, and we have our Thanksgiving tables are all taped, all done.
It's the thing is that the two events come so closely together, 3 events with Halloween as well, if you did that. I mean, you know, it's all in a short space of time. So this is really, really your busy period.
Good to be organized.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. One thing that helps is we don't care about Halloween. We just don't have, we've never really had time for it, have we?
No, but we always, you know, would support the kids. We'll take them trick-or-treating. We have a thing here in our town that was really great, but now with, you know, the virus and stuff, they're not doing it this year. So, and everybody's older now, so it's less prominent, but that's about all we did for Halloween. We didn't decorate, you know, we'd have to like a couple of fall pumpkins out in the front or something, but
real minimalist Halloween.
Minimalist.
Yeah. But if you can understand, Halloween is one night. What are you gonna do for Halloween? One night.
Well, Christmas is only one day.
Christmas is a season.
Yes.
You think, even for the person that's not over, you know, the tea kettle about it, it's more than one day. You have 12 days of Christmas, depending on the part of the world you come from. My goodness, our Christmas is 10 weeks. That's not because of YouTube. To do all that we do,
We want to enjoy it.
we
right?
want to enjoy it, and you'll hear all the extreme wackos like me talk like that. All the maximalists. I don't even know how to say it. Maximalists. You know,
It's not an easy word.
Yes.
they all talk like that. Because when you're done with all that work, you want to enjoy it.
Exactly. Exactly. And so this Christmas, is it going to be quite different to last Christmas? And how do you achieve that? I mean, you obviously got a great big stock of Christmas decorations. Do you put them in different places? Do you leave some out and get some new? How do you sort of change it up?
And so,
well, every year, right, we try to mix around things and change themes. There's a couple of trees that we kind of like to leave, you know, the same. But even this year, I think we're going to even mix it up again. You know, like we have certain collections of things. Like I have a old world Christmas ornament collection of like fruit and vegetable ornaments. Every year I like to see it, right? So, but instead of seeing it in, you know, a certain place, I'm going to move it to another place. And we always change things up.
Yeah.
We buy a couple new trees. Like there's, you know, this year we're doing this color in this area, or, you know, this style. And we have so much to pull from now that we can like pretty much, he can say, okay, I'm going to do like crystal white, you know, everything's white Christmas theme or something. And we could just pull it all out. Sometimes we have to go buy a few things, you know, to pull it off, but it's not.
I've tried to tell our audience, it's nothing that we do. I'm not braggadocious at all, if that's even a word.
It's just an investment.
We
right?
we don't flaunt or brag. We do this out of passion and love for it.
Right.
And we don't care two diddles to show off. But we do have a show now. So they're going to get a show.
Yeah.
So but just what we've always done, we mix it up and move it around. This is, if you'll hear in some of the videos I talk about, because I know how some of them are thinking, you know, even though you shouldn't worry about it, I'm trying to help ease them into our thinking. See, which is simply, you're looking at 50 years of collecting things that were handed down. I have a couple of old vintage ornaments that are older than they were around before I was around.
Right. Yeah.
Because of care and people that took care of stuff and handed it down through the family. See? So that's stuff that's meaningful to me. And we can't be boring. Even if we're alone, we can't be. So we mix it up, we change it up. And why I was smiling, because she gets after me about, you don't have to use, you'll notice I use a different voice. You don't have to use every ornament in the house. But I feel like if I don't, I did something wrong, and or you truly didn't need it. If you didn't use it all, you really didn't need it all. So it's only been the last couple of years where there might be a couple of boxes of stuff not getting used.
That's amazing, because we've seen your Christmas video where you got all the decorations out, and you guys have a good collection of Christmas decorations. So finding a place for it all must be difficult.
That was just from the pantry closet. Okay, so there's like more in the loft, there's more under the stairs, we have some out in our shed, our garage. They're tucked in all of our drawers and dressers everywhere. If you open our master bedroom closet, we have a little shelf for our towels and sheets, but the rest of the closet is full of Christmas stuff.
How many towels and sheets do you need?
Right,
quite, absolutely. Get your priorities right.
You could never have too much Christmas stuff, in my opinion.
No.
Lockdown travelers have a sweet idea. Say, you should make an ornament with your YouTube channel name.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah,
that would be so sweet, wouldn't it?
That would be.
That's cute.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
We do think of things.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, Yolanda from Baker Feeling Adventures says, please like the video if you're watching.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Thank you. Yes, please give us a like. That would be lovely. Thank you. And okay, oops, the dog is chewing behind me.
If anyone wonders what's going on down here, there's a puppy. We're all like this.
Well, we love it how you girls get along. You really have I think if you didn't tell people that you're mom and daughter, they wouldn't even think about it. You know, you just really
that's nice.
click along like two people that are just twin sisters. It's really
I like that. Jeff, I love you. She's gone off you a bit. I absolutely love you.
No, I feel like we do have a certain we do have a motherly daughterly relationship.
Yeah, we definitely have that mother and
we're
daughter.
also good friends.
Yeah.
And I know some people are sometimes like, you need to have like a bigger distinction, but I don't know.
I think we definitely are. There is the mother and daughter thing first and foremost, but I think also we're kind of on the same wavelength. And
it took me a long time to admit how similar we are.
There was a little bit of a problem during the early years and the teenage years.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I think we are very, very similar.
Yeah.
But it shines through.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's more than a compliment. It's the truth. It shines through, and you girls are gonna do good.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
That really means a lot, because YouTubing, like we said earlier, it's hard. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of work that goes in, but the relationship just kind of comes naturally. That's one thing we don't have to worry about, is what we're going to say, or
No. Do you guys ever have a big difference of opinion on what you're doing or the way things are going? We don't. Do we seem to,
really?
But we seem to, as I say, be on the same page. But what about you guys? Has there been a time where you sort of, one of you suggests something and the other one thinks?
I don't want to dominate the conversation.
No, most of the time we're pretty much on the same page. There might be some things about filming or, like angles or something like that I might, tell him, and he might get a little irritated with me, but that's just all part of getting better at what we're doing. So we've had a couple of times where we've been like, but
in the beginning, I felt like I was being attacked, and then she broke through, and I realized, a couple times I had to redo things because everything wasn't really right.
And I just like how I think, okay, if I were to watch a TV show on TV, on a network TV show, right, or a cable TV show, whatever, what does it look like? What are they doing? They're not staying on the same person for minutes and minutes and minutes. They're changing scene. They go to a vase, they go to a garden shot, or they do this and that. The camera's always moving. Something's always happening. So we started thinking that way. This is quite a few months back, and it really helped, and it does keep your attention longer and this and that.
Yes.
It's all part of like being better, creator, basically on what we're doing. And so that's where we kind of were like, we had some struggles there, and but
Yeah.
We bumped heads a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's really gotten ironed out, and
yeah, it gets better. It
any
keeps getting
couple
better. Yeah.
will know that, or partnership
Yeah.
would understand that, and it's really
Mm.
ironed out. I'm so excited I can't even hardly sit in this chair. You really got me, because I don't sit still for an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, we're very,
honored.
yes.
I can't hardly sit still for an hour, but I mean, we are so excited about what's coming. Wait till you see our new intros and thumbnails and things that we've already worked on for Christmas. I mean, I can't even sit still about it.
Oh.
I gotta go mow the yard or something, or
Yeah.
cut down a tree, or just
Burn off
I
some
gotta do
energy.
it right now. You know what I mean? We're really over the top and excited about what's coming up.
I think that's the way you have to be with it, though, because this would be really
Yeah.
hard if you didn't get excited about it, if you weren't excited to show
Oh,
us
yeah.
your next
Right.
video or
You
whatever.
could-
It'd be really hard work. I think you
You
need to
couldn't
have
do it.
some buzz going.
Yeah.
A lot of questions always about where do you put it and how do you do. It's just managing.
Yeah.
And back to your question, Julie, when I get Christmas out, a lot of times I'm getting it out because I need an empty bin. So I'm going to use the things that were out and seen in videos earlier. They're going in the bin.
Yeah.
So really, it's just a shuttling and a management of things. It's not that I have to come up with another room or a different building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just managing everything and making it flow.
Yes. Yes.
And knowing where it is. That's a big.
Oh,
the big-
yes, of course. Have you got some sort of indexing system? Says the ex-librarian.
Oh, yeah.
She loves the good system.
Right here, in between the years.
Uh-huh.
That's the most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the risk of sounding odd, I would love to explore your house.
Yeah, you would.
I think it'd be like such a little treasure trove of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting. You could
It's
open your
exciting.
house, once a year to the public, like, open up like the Queen or something, so that, all your fans can sort of walk through. You'd have to sort of frisk them on the way out in case a couple of collectibles.
Yeah. If we did that, we probably wouldn't have so much stuff, right?
Yeah. I
Some of it would
realised
go.
that towards the end of my sentence.
Yeah. Shall we talk briefly about, because I know you guys have just got a new website. It's very exciting.
Yeah, so our good friend Tamara from Lockdown Travelers helped me with our website, creating a website, and I knew we needed to do it, but I just hadn't actually gone out and done it yet. So with her suggestion and Dr. Severine Bryan had also suggested. So when I got both of them saying, yeah, I use this, I said, okay, I'm definitely going to do it. So we started a website, and it's mytakeonhomeandgarden.com. And Tamara has been instrumental in helping us set this up. Friday, she spent hours of her personal time. I love her to death.
I don't
She's
even know
my
how
favorite
to thank
person.
her. Someday, Tamara, someday we're going to
Oh my gosh.
properly thank you.
It was so, I mean, it looked so beautiful. And she would ask me, because she had did this. She took hours and weeks out to learn how to set up her website. And she helped me in one day. And I can never be thankful enough. It was just amazing.
That's
wonderful.
wonderful.
Beautiful.
That's well, we'll check that out, because it's something we're thinking of doing. And talking of lockdown travelers, they're our guests next Sunday on Share the Love Sunday at the same time. So we are super excited to have them on our channel too. So next Sunday, everybody, lockdown travelers who are currently, I think I'm right in saying, are in Mexico currently.
Yes.
So we'll be so get your margaritas and join us next Sunday.
Yes.
We can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit, it would only be 9 a.m. in the morning for us, but hey.
5 p.m. somewhere.
That's right.
You know the rule.
Yeah. let's just say hi, because I can see Dara's just arrived. Hi, Dara. Thank you for coming. And Cooking with Kiana as well. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Welcome.
Another friend.
Yeah, so lovely getting everyone together in this way every Sunday. It really is one of our favorite things to do, to get the community together, because like you were saying, when you start YouTube, you don't understand about the Facebook groups and how to connect with genuine people, but it's actually been one of our favorite things about doing this.
Indeed. And Angela, you've been so supportive right from the word go too, and we love all your lovely comments on our channel, and it just makes our day, and people in the chat too. It's wonderful, isn't it? And that was something we didn't really anticipate, the lovely comments that you get, and the support from other YouTube creators.
Absolutely.
And not everybody will support you, but I've found over like the last few months, we've actually gained, like, I think, lifelong friends just from other YouTube friends, that we've made, and that are also supportive, and they get it. They understand, like, the concept. Like, if I'm helping you, out of the kindness of my heart, I would love if you, would check out my channel and, give it a try. It's just those kind of mentality. Like, I think people go out there, some people, they go out there and they think their videos are so great, why don't you watch their video? But they don't care about you, basically. We're all on the same page. If we're all helping each other, we're all going to get to that goal, right? And that's what I loved about, making all these great friends. It's kind of that all boats rise with the tide kind of mentality. Exactly.
And actually, I think that's one solid piece of advice if anyone's listening and they're thinking of starting a channel. If you go into these Facebook groups, I think be prepared to give before you get. Check out people, click on their link, say, "Hi, I enjoyed this." And, people do notice that, and it makes them interested in what you're doing. And also you get to learn from each other, which is even better. You can see what other people are doing and what you like and what, what maybe even what you don't like and what you don't want to do. It's all learning.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are your goals? What would you say are your main goals with regard to your channel?
Short term and long term.
Oh, that's too easy. Don't you have a hard question?
Sorry about the naff question.
Can you tell us hi to the nearest? No.
Honestly, a lifelong ambition, and it seems to be running out as time is against us all, But I still would take on like a chateau or a castle and remodel it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
While doing our channel.
That would be awesome. Any producers out there?
There's a TV show, isn't there?
Yeah. There is. You guys would be brilliant on a TV show,
That's a lifelong dream.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Are there many chateaus in Florida?
No, that's the trouble. Florida is lacking in those things.
The Disney have got a castle.
That's true.
Yeah, Disney.
Well, there was a mansion not far from where we lived that it's so old it didn't have plumbing. But we weren't prepared to, our kids are all in schools and where we live, and we don't want to be disruptive. But when the time's right, we could make such a move. I could still do it. I still want to do it.
Well, good luck. I really hope that happens, because that would be amazing to watch.
Yeah, it's absolutely and different. I haven't seen anything like that specifically before, so that would be awesome. And just think of all the space you'd have too.
That's the biggest thing, right? Yeah, the space. Being able to, you can go in cheaper, right, on the buy if it needs a lot of work, and we're not scared of work. We'll do the work, so that's kind of what we've always dreamed of finding. It's just here where we are in Florida, you can't really find houses like that. It's all more, your modern houses. There's not a lot of history like that, you know, in that kind of style that we would like. But
Yeah.
we might have to go to a different country. I don't know.
Well, Mason Adventures says you'll have to come to the UK and visit some of our castles.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful castles we have too. Well, the whole of Europe, but we have a lot in the UK. So yeah, we need to set up a little tour bus, you know, when this virus thing has passed.
Yes.
And tour different parts of the world with our various groups.
Yes.
And Sarah's got a question for you. I think you've kind of half answered this, but perhaps we could get a you know, really crystal clear answer, because I think this is what we all want for our channel. How did you break out with your full home decor video and get so many views?
Okay, how did you
break out with your full home decor video? I think that one got a particularly large number of views, didn't it?
Okay, so I think it's all about the algorithm, right? Because we didn't do anything different than we do on our other videos, except for we knew that video was popular. It's popular. So if you're looking to break out, you need to also be looking for something's popular, something that's trending, something that people are watching. If you're going to do a video on, like, you know, porcelain dolls from, you know, 1900, that's not going to be a popular video. There's not a lot of people searching for that. And I know that might be what you really want to do, but find something in your niche, like what you're good at. Like if you're good at gardening, you know, and Japanese maple trees are really popular, then you do a video on that, you know, or whatever it might be. That's kind of my thinking. And that's kind of what I've learned from other YouTuber, you know.
But that's what I mentioned earlier about that launch window, if you will, again. You know, they always have to wait for that proper launch window. For us, a decor channel, mostly, we learned right away, the gardening doesn't get the views.
For us personally, now there's gardening channels out there that are really successful and they're getting lots of views, but for us it wasn't a driving point. And also I meant to say that our subscribers, the people watching, are kind of directing our channel, right? We started out doing a lot more gardening, but the people aren't watching. The more views we got were on decor and the seasonal stuff. So that's kind of where we went towards.
So it sort of changed direction very slightly within your niche.
Right. And it's
like a river.
With
you know, an ebb and flow kind of thing. And they will point you more towards what they want.
And it's not even like
in a majority way.
Yes.
But we'll never let go of what we started. So we have our garden fans and flower fans and trees and so on. And we love that too. But we don't live on a farm. This is why I mentioned the chateau or the castle.
Just space. We need space, right?
We've outgrown. You can see it. We've outgrown where we are.
Yes.
And most people wouldn't outgrow it.
No, and they think we're crazy. They're like, just get rid of some of your stuff.
You know, we've outgrown it.
What?
We're not doing that. So, you know, but that's kind of like where we're at now. We love it where we are. It's not that we don't like it, but we would like more space to reach out, you know, like more land and more space in our house too. But our kids are getting older, so they might move out.
So before that window for the fall home tours, we knew this.
Yeah.
We already went through a Christmas and an Easter.
Right.
Okay. So we knew if it was sharp and good, we were 2 weeks ahead of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Curve, where people want to start seeing. We were right there.
Yeah, we were ready.
Ahead of some that have been on a lot longer than us.
Yeah.
So we were ready for that window. That's one of the biggest things that made this change.
Right.
The other thing was reaching out, even though you're tired, and doing a collab and, you know, doing things that they want.
Right. We also did one of those collabs too with some other decor channels. It was like the Tuscan Tablescape collab. And we made probably 40 friends off of that video. We got like 40 subscribers.
So,
so that also helps.
That's your lift again. I'm talking about, see?
Yeah.
And then once that fall home tour came, we broke gravity and got away from the launch pad. So Now we're just orbiting.
we want to take off to Mars now.
Happening.
Yeah,
Trying to collect, collecting all the stardust and subscribers that we can. Right?
You'll be sparkling among the stars.
So
I love that. And I think we've kind of found something similar, that the videos that we like aren't necessarily the ones that do well. So we do those ones, we enjoy all our videos, to be honest, but we do those ones that maybe we see are, you know, getting us views, and by doing that, that kind of gives us some space to do the things that we really enjoy as well, and say, hey, what about this? Okay, you don't like it so much, let's do this.
Right.
Just keep trying to put those ones in.
Yes,
I know exactly what we're talking about with that movement. And the way the audience or the subscribers are responding. So
exactly. And we love the things when we're connecting with other people, like doing these interviews, and we enjoy, you know, what you were saying earlier, Jeff, about I think archiving it, you know, passing it down, taking things from the past and passing them down. I mean, I'm really into family history, so, you know, interviewing, you know, when we interviewed parents and grandparents about their life during wartime, for example, you know, and passing that information out there and keeping a copy of it. And so my question to you is, have you got family members who you think are really into the same things as you and will keep your channel going in time, or taking it off in a different direction?
That's interesting.
That's a good question, but the kids are different. They all like different things, but there are a couple of surprises, and I think it's more with the girls, you know. For me, in my day, it wasn't a popular thing for a man to do some of what I love to do. So I pretty much avoided it outside of the home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there are a couple of daughters that have a huge passion for our ethnic roots background and the collectibles and the decor. And some of them, even the boys, they want to fight over some of it when we think about, you know, where it would end up. So we're not disappointed there. So
that's nice.
I think, that
you can share it a little bit with your children.
Yeah, for sure. But you're sharing it anyhow, aren't you? Because you know, you've got it on YouTube, so future generations can see it, you know, and appreciate, you know, all the items you've collected and your displays and everything. So it's there for all to see.
There's a huge passion for sharing and keeping those ideas alive.
Yes.
You know, I love the comments we'll get about older items that, you know, today you don't think of them day to day, but they're almost revitalized for some people when they comment and say, I've never seen those.
Yes.
I've got to have 2 or 3 of those.
We get a lot of
you know, that's nice. Creating a passion or sharing it.
And it's inspiring, right? Because you know that what you're doing is actually inspiring a little spark or a little thought in somebody that is actually bringing interest that they might not have had before they saw your
Honestly,
video.
I think it helps make the world go around. If everybody did a little bit, you know, we wouldn't have so much baloney going on.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just say a quick hi to N from Renters Live Luxury by N. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Woo! And Big Hugh Art is here too. Hi. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And I am just going to say, if you are enjoying this chat, first and foremost, if you wouldn't mind giving us a little like, that really, really helps us out. And don't forget to head on over to My Take on Home and Garden if you haven't already, after you've watched this, and check out what they're all about.
Yeah, and please ask any questions that you can think of for our guests. I'm going to just ask you, if you could boil down everything that you have learned on your YouTube journey so far, What would be the one piece of advice that you would give to others who are thinking of starting that same journey?
I would give the advice as, if you want it to be successful, if you want to make it work, if you want to gain a following, because I mean, I'm not sure otherwise what other reason that you're going to do a YouTube channel, right? Either you're making money, you want to make money, or you want to just a bunch of people to watch your videos. I don't know, but the biggest thing I would say is it's hard work. It's hard work. You have to be able to put in that hard work. You have to schedule out time and make it a scheduled event. You can't just, not do it. If you're, if you're sick or whatever, you have to keep going, because you have people that are waiting and expecting your videos, expecting to watch, what your channel there. And you have to just keep going. And even if it's, bad or whatever, you just have to keep trying more. Like, keep watching other people's videos that are better than you, like 100,000 subscribers and more channels. What are they doing? How are they presenting? They have a lot of people following them for a reason. So, I get my inspiration from that. I don't get my inspiration from, just thinking I'm so great and I'm just going to put this out. So, I mean, what's the reason why you're doing this? That's kind of like, if I were a small YouTuber, just, you need all of these factors in there. You have to you have to work for it. It's not free. It's not going to get handed to you,
Yeah.
The other thing is to be helpful is all the information is right here on YouTube.
Yeah. A lot of help.
From all the techies and the geeks.
Yes.
And they love a thumbs up too. And we've gotten a lot of time. I'm telling you, college courses off there for free. Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? The technical
where are you gonna
expertise.
Go?
Yeah, it's a great resource.
Put your time in and pay attention to and look up anything that's available. If you have a question, it's right there.
Yes.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, there's a huge resource, isn't it? And as you say, it's free. I mean, what could be better?
Yeah. So what I'm getting is you just have to be willing to learn, and accept that you're not going to know everything straight away. And
it is a journey, as we said
fail
before.
Forward,
yeah,
and you have to put the work in. The biggest thing is put the work in. Like, people take breaks for months and they are disappeared, and then what happened? The point is if you ever wanted to be successful, you have to be consistent. You can't stop. You can't take a break. Make videos ahead if you don't feel like it or whatever. So you have videos consistently coming out. I think that's the biggest thing. We've been consistent. We've had 2 videos a week since we started, and 3 videos in the last 2 months. Like, every week there's 3 videos.
Because of a particular season, I wanted to say that too. We stepped up our videos.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Because the season is ours right now.
Right.
Yes.
We have to perform and fill it in.
Right.
Or you're just going to flop and hear crickets. You can't back down when it's your season of the year. You got to amp it up. So.
Yeah, I think that's so true. I can't remember how many times I've been following a channel and they're doing really well. It's the ball's really rolling for them. And then for whatever reason, I know stuff happens. I don't want to, speak for everybody, but for whatever reason, they stop for a while and then they restart and their videos start by getting maybe 3 views, 13 views. It's almost like starting again if you have that break, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that always makes me feel kind of sad for them. But consistency is key.
It's nice to probably have a couple in the bank. Like I said, we
hear you. We get nervous if we haven't got a couple in the bank.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my God, panic. We need to film because you don't know what's going to happen, do you?
Yeah, life happens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. We do definitely. It gives you a sense of what's the word? Security.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was grasping.
Time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Let's say a hello to Teacher Kelly Tag. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for coming, Kelly. And last chance, if you have any questions for my take on home and garden, then pop them in the chat now and we'll get to you very shortly.
Oh, you're looking at me.
I thought you were going to say something, so I stopped.
It's usually, Mum, you talk far too much. Just don't. That could be the little argument thing. Mum, stop. Lizzie, off you go.
Oh no.
Okay, so I will pluck a question out of the air then,
You're
Lucy.
getting very good at this, to be fair.
Yeah, so
Lockdown travellers say jinx.
yeah.
And drum solo.
Yeah. Before we started, who's the one that plays the drums?
Oh, I
Jeff,
play
yeah.
drums.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, cool.
But we all play something. We're all really a
Oh, you're
musical.
musical too. Wow.
family. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I play piano and flute, and my daughter is a singer, and my oldest son, he plays French horn and trumpet, and he sings as well. And my youngest one, he sings and plays the piano, and he's learning drums this year. So,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
no, we're falling over each other to ask the question.
I just wondered if you ever make your own music for your videos.
I was going to say the exact same question.
You know, I've thought about actually composing some music for the videos, but I went into a program that I got based on I watched some YouTube videos on it. And so I got this program. It took so much memory off of my computer. So I said to myself, okay, I have DaVinci Editor on my computer. I can't hold anything else now with this. So I took it off. But someday down the road, I think I could do that. I think I could make better music than some of the free music that I hear out there.
You know, you see the stepping stones lining up now. First, you know, the chateau. So we have the extra room. We have the music room because we don't have time to really to do that. It's another passion, but we don't have time.
That's wonderful. You have so many different passions. Becca Feeling Avengers says any other shared activities or hobbies outside of your channel. So you've mentioned music. Is there anything else? Well, have you guys got time for anything else?
Oh, well, if we have time, we love estate sales, garage sales. We like to go to the antique market. Those are probably our biggest hobbies. That I think we have, honestly.
But we like to go to the beach, but
the beach.
Not when it's 100 out.
It's been 100 degrees. It's like 90s here. It's so hot.
And we hear you. We're in Arizona and it's 90s as well.
We always have this nice glow.
Yeah.
No break. We got over that. The older you get, you're just not into being a piece of bacon on the beach blanket and forget it, right?
Been there, done that. Yeah. Oh,
but we do like to surf and we like to go to the beach.
Oh.
But it's not as often as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
just finding time for all these things.
Indeed.
Yeah. And says, I would like to ask the honourable guests, would they do some videos on organising and storage of these souvenirs that they have? We're also interested in how you store it.
Yeah. Isn't she cute as can be?
We actually almost did a video on that when we first started our channel, but then we decided not to. But definitely that could be a video in the future on putting away Christmas, you know.
I think so, especially when you have such valuable objects too, you know, how to store them and keep them safe. And sort of decluttering areas, you know, tidying them away, that's a very big thing too. So we're all interested in how to achieve that.
What I'm working on right now is the transitioning from fall to Christmas. So I touched on that coming out of summer and going into fall. I know you girls remember, because I remember Lucy's comment. It was really cute. On the little arrangement I did, and she said, I wouldn't have thought to put those things together. Well, I'm on cloud 9. I love that.
Oh, good.
Just a little comment like that. It's lifting. So to show something that, you know, if you didn't think you would do that, you know. So I love it. And so we touched on putting things away. I'm doing another one coming out of fall, slipping into winter, rearranging, transforming.
So it's similar, right? We're moving things and putting them away. now, the Christmas things that are going to go out.
Like I mentioned earlier to you, where I take the Christmas bin I need for maybe dishes or things that were on a shelf before. All these things have to come down for Christmas to go up. There's almost nothing that anybody has seen on shelves that stays.
Right. So everything virtually gets put away and kept till the next
It's a big
time.
job. Yeah.
Everything.
Oh my word, yes. Because the worst thing about Christmas, I think, is putting all the decorations away. It's like,
I'll admit to you too, this is almost a personal thing, but when Christmas is over, it's almost a drug because you had this wonderful beauty around you and then you have to take it down. So just to tell you, it is my biggest difficulty.
right.
It's not the work. It's not where to put it. It's mentally, it's over.
Yeah. And it looks dull.
All this.
Yeah, the house looks really empty when we put all the Christmas away.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things, right? But
She
it
likes
empty.
that though. The house looks bigger.
Right. Yeah. I think that's true. It does. And it looks clean and it looks really, you know, when you've taken it down and you've cleared up, it looks so clean and tidy and spacious. And that is a little bit of a buzz for me, I have to say.
Yes, it's nice. Right.
So what has helped me with that phenomenon of being down about when it's over? It's a real downer for me. I'll still put Christmas music on while I'm putting it away. Okay.
Aww.
That helps.
Yeah.
And then it's that I had to get this straight. It's that renewing again for the new season. And spring, it starts thinking about spring.
Yes.
Instead of being down. And I think our channels help too.
Yeah. You're always like, what's the next exciting thing that's going to happen?
Right.
Yeah.
Also, you're kind of responsible now. You have people that care about your channel and they've told you so and they want to watch. So now you gotta shake that old thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah, you got to step up to the plate and think about just what you said, moving on and going to the next thing.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
An end is always a new beginning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lucy.
So that's what it means really here in our house.
Yeah. Well, that's lovely. I think we'll end on that nice note, shall we?
Yeah.
It's been such a lovely chat. Thank you so much for coming on.
It's been so much fun. Seriously, guys, we've really loved having you on, and it's been so interesting.
We feel like we've been with some real wonderful company, like Baker Feeling, and everybody else. Lockdown Travelers, and
Cooking with
Kiana. All these folks we care about. Someday, real quick, do I have a minute or a second?
You do, yes.
I told Bastian this in a comment once. I haven't heard back yet about it, but I told him someday my dream, besides the chateau, would be for all our friends from YouTube like this, we'll all go to the Amalfi Coast in Italy and have a couple of drinks. And God, who knows what else? A nice dinner, maybe a boat ride, right?
That's our favorite.
That's a dream
in the world.
That's a dream I'd like to see come true.
Well, let's plan for that.
Yes, one day.
That would be awesome.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I feel it would be so much fun. I think we'd get on really well, and
I do too. I think there's a bunch of us that would really enjoy it.
Yeah,
we'd have a blast.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be there.
Yeah, I know there's some other people there. Yes, Justin and Yolanda will be there too for sure.
All right.
Yes.
But for now, guys, my take on home and garden. Thank you for being our wonderful guest today.
Thank you.
And,
Thanks.
Take care. We'll see you soon.
Thanks so much.
Please like, subscribe.
We're losing them. Bye, guys. Thank you.